77 WABC and Bergen Newbridge Medical Center honor the life of legendary broadcaster and our friend, Ernie Anastas.
Hi, it's Ernie Anastas. You know, your thoughts can affect how you feel. Bergen Newbridge Medical Center is the largest hospital in New Jersey, providing comprehensive, equitable, compassionate, and high-quality emergency inpatient and outpatient medical care, plus mental health services and substance use disorder treatment. The Bergen Newbridge team can address your total health needs in one convenient location. Call 201-225-7130 for an appointment or newbridgehealth.org.
Listen, all you New Yorkers. Taxi.
This is the 77 WABC minicast.
Let's go to CNN. The Abby panel, cut 3. It's Abby. What do you just
I think
brace
Ashley
yourselves?
and I have to wrestle with
This
the
is
fact that we
Bakari.
are going to be the first generation to actually leave this country worse than the one that we inherited. And I think for black millennials, the progress that our parents and grandparents gave us that we're watching being ripped away from us is something that our generation is going to have to really wrestle with. There's a price that was paid for this right. There is a price that we uphold. And whether or not you value that, whether or not you value that or not, there are people who bled, sweat, and died and were in prison for access to the ballot box. And what we're seeing throughout the South is that their voice, their vote, their representation, and people who have lived experiences to represent them are not being sent to Congress or where they need to go.
Well, this debate, by the way, is happening among the justices. If you look at the Louisiana decision, the conservatives are saying, we've made great progress. It's time to let go of using racial discrimination.
And that's why I utilize the description of...
And the liberal justices say exactly what you just said, Bakari, which is there's a history here that we're overlooking.
But Ellie, I mean, the 3 years...
All right, let's stop right here because I got another one to play and it's taking too long. This is the next one. This is when he gets into it with Kevin O'Leary. CNN cut 4. This is Baraki Sellers going at it with Kevin O'Leary over the same stuff.
I think everybody should take confidence in the fact the Supreme Court basically supported one vote, one person, guaranteed in perpetuity. And the rest is just map wars. And I think we should get used to it. And I think it's, as you said, a state-based situation. Add this to the mix. At the end of the day, the state decides at the state level. It's in the Constitution. Get over it.
So the problem with that sentiment is that you were born in 1954.
Yeah.
Okay. You're 71.
Yeah.
Right. In 1954.
By the way, I'm a vampire.
During your lifetime, we've actually had Brown v. Board of Education.
I remember.
Yeah, Brown v. Board of Education. I don't know how you remember it. I think you were like 2 months old. But I'm not finished yet. Let me finish my thought.
Drill back to
50. Yeah, but you're still alive, right? And so there's an entire generation of people. Brown v. Board, it overturned Plessy v. Ferguson of 1896. My point is that my mother was born in 1951. She desegregated schools. My father was shot in the civil rights movement. Those people... I'm going to finish because you're being utterly disrespectful.
Not at all.
So I'm going to finish this comment. So what I'm telling you is that there are people in this country who fought, died, and bled for the right to vote. Don't be a dick. Just understand.
Bakari,
just understand.
Bakari, please stop calling the man a dick.
Is being upheld. Do you have a problem with that? Do you have a problem with the Constitution of the United States of America?
Hold on a second.
Because
I'm
I
going to
just want
stop
everybody
you.
to reset.
Bakari, we're not supposed to use the word dick on this show.
I want you to understand that there's a
Don't
price.
call the man a dick.
There's a price that was paid for this right. There is a price that we uphold. And
Hold tight. Stop. I have a lot of sympathy for what Bakari's saying. Number one. Okay, I get that. And I don't want you to think I'm making fun of Bakari Sellers on this point. Because like Bakari Sellers, anybody born in this era and that had parents that grew up in the Democrat Party South knows what it means when you say people died and people bled and people were treated horribly so that black people could vote. And I get that. And I also get his passion over it. What I don't understand is his perspective now over it. And that's what I take issue with. But I understand I understand why he's so heated. But I also get what Kevin's point is, which is where most people are with this stuff. Look, the 1960s are over already. Stop it. We're not in the 1960s already. Stop it. What, Debbie? I'm repeating what Debbie Duhane just texted me, ladies and gentlemen. She's, James, your language. It wasn't my language. I'm not the guy that called the guy a dick. It was the black guy that did it at CNN, not the black guy here. They called the guy a dick. He said, stop being a dick to the white guy. And I thought that was a little over the top. She told the guy to stop being a dick on the Abby Show. We got to take a break, by the way, because if we don't, we won't get to the clip of the day. So, I mean, it wasn't me, Debbie. It wasn't me that said it.
The following is a paid issue advertisement.
If the vote count is accurate, then how come the number of voters is different? And if it's not accurate, then why was it certified? We are suing Letitia James and the New York State Board of Elections for a conspiracy against fundamental rights. This is not about who won. It's not about what party. It's about the fact that they don't care about your rights.
Paid for by RealAmerica.vote, a DBA of New York Citizens Audit Civic Fund, Incorporated.
Go to RealAmerica.vote.